It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day, and we are here for the once annual grooming of the Hobbit Garden in Mount Helix. Kevin and Mel and Hannah and I helped me here all day pull this all back into shape and make it look like a shiny new penny again. It's been 10 years. Joan and I, our owner, were talking about how long this has been here. She commissioned me 10 years ago. Joan's a master gardener friend. And when I was still active, I'm retired now as a master gardener, but when I was still active in the program, she was after me for a minute to, have these Codswold houses and these fairies and this all the accoutrement. I'd, really love it if you did a fairy garden for me in my backyard. And I wasn't really feeling it. I didn't know. I'd never done a fairy garden before and it didn't sound very appealing, but she was relentless and I said, fine. I came over. I looked at this space. All of those terracotta tiles were left over from their roof many, many years ago. And so the terracing was already in place. But I saw the potential. She showed me her little houses and all of her little gnomes. And I got really, really inspired to create miniature landscapes around all of these little houses. So I came in here and spent about a week, and I had so much fun. I obviously used all cactus and succulents in my design, and it got the attention of Deborah Lee Baldwin. And she was so enamored with it because she didn't, to her knowledge, she didn't think that anyone had really attempted to do a fairy garden with succulents before. So, and it made perfect sense because as you know, if it stands up, you've done your job. So we could pretty much do anything we wanted. And when it got too big, just hack it up and stick it back in the ground smaller. So she pitched this to Better Homes and Gardens, and Country Gardens picked it up. And we did a spread. It was a 3 or 4 page spread in Country Gardens a number of years ago on this incredible little hobbit village. So it's just been so wonderful to come back once a year and watch it grow and make little modifications. I try to bring different crew in every year and let them kind of go crazy and do what they want. As well, with all the figurines and the chairs and the all the little objects and the marbles and the glass, so they're able to kind of put their own spin on the garden and change it up a little bit from one year to the next. This I have to say, I think this project, it did pretty much launch me because this was. No, it wasn't the first time. I was featured in San Diego magazine with my succulent top pumpkins. And remember, those of you that have followed for a really long time, remember Roberto, the succulent alligator? He was featured in that San Diego magazine, too. And then, yeah, that's right. And then I was in, I got the cover. Remember with the shoe, with the purple shoe, a high-heeled shoe. That was the San Diego Floral Design magazine that they publish every month. Yeah, I'm digressing, but it's just so fun. I mean, this brings back this because it's been 10 years, it brings back a lot of memories for me of what I was doing and where I was and where my head was with design. I have to say that even 10 years ago when I was doing this garden, I knew that the business would just grow and grow and grow and that I'd be doing more and more. I knew it then, I know it now, and it's just such an incredible pleasure to be able to come in and just do my art for people because that's what it is. It's just painting with plants. And I've dedicated myself to learning everything that I can about these plants. The area that you're looking at right now was installed a year, I think, maybe, or 2 after the original section. And it has held up also really, really beautifully. This area goes into shade earlier in the day than other areas of the garden. So I was able to pull in some things over here that might not have done well over on the other side. But yeah, anywho, big fun. Big things in the works, guys. I have a consultation in Calabasas on Sunday, and project the following week. Courtyard's going to be very exciting in La Jolla. Our Poway client, the Bishops, reached out today and asked when we'd be ready to come in and do another phase on their project. So that's exciting. We'll be back in Poway. We're going to be doing a pretty big project in Coronado, right on the bay. As soon as I get that scheduled, we've got maintenance at that church in Chula Vista. So many of you helped out on that project that were local to us. That's going to be interesting for you to see how that has grown. That's a xeriscape. It's on a very busy corner in Chula Vista. It isn't tended at all, except on our annual visit. So that'll be a really, really good one for you to see how these plants have grown without any intervention or any supplemental irrigation. So that's just a few of the things that are coming up. Thanks as always so much for following and for all of your kindness. This has been Laura Eubanks reporting from Mount Helix in San Diego, California with your succulent tip of the day. Bye, guys.